now we're going to do the front cover with your papers that you've got left. This is actually the finished front cover. Okay, and then on the spine I cut another piece and just used some little bits to go there. You'll notice the back is black. That's black cardstock because I didn't have enough paper left to do a complete page for a back cover. But what I would suggest is you could cut out lots of little shapes and stick them all together and tessellate them. You could make a really nice, interesting back cover if you so wished. But lots of people do tend to leave them blank. Okay, so that's the idea of your front cover. So to make it, I cut a frame from one of my pieces of paper, and this one this way is 1 1/4 inch, and those are 1 1/2 inch. I cut these with my paper trimmer. If you've got Tim Holtz ruler, I love this for album making because it's got all the marks on it. So 1/4 inch, half, 3/4, 1, 1 1/4, 1 1/2. So it's actually quite easy. That's a ruler width that way.
Oh, don't.
That's a ruler width that way, and then this way you can turn it round. Now you've got your dots there, so what I would do then, just to make sure so I can easily line it up, is go along there like that. So that's another way you can do it as well. You would ink your edges. Now everybody does this differently. What I tend to do is I stick this onto here, make sure I've got it the right way round. Okay, and I like to have, if you look at this here, I like to have a black insert. Should I turn that around for you? Okay. A black insert, so it just helps to make it look more of a frame and make the picture inside pop. So what I do is I'm going to stick this onto here now. Now if you didn't, what I do is I stick this onto here and I go back in with my trusted ruler and I cut round with a craft knife, or you can use a paper trimmer. If you don't want to do that and you're worried about doing it, just draw around. You'll need to do it with a very light pencil mark and then go 1/8 of an inch from the edge of that. But I find this way much easier. And don't forget, if you're very slightly wonky, you can always use your black marker. The other thing is, if you're worried about it completely, that you don't think you'll get an accurate line, stick this on here. Just line that up, make sure it's straight. Stick that on there, and then what you can do is just cut completely there, and when you put this underneath, just run along with your black felt tip. Okay, so now we're going to cut, and what I do with this is I just, right, my Tim Holtz ruler, but whichever ruler you've got, and I've got you have your metal edge on there, so I go to the edge of that, just onto the edge there, and I'm making sure that these vertical lines here are straight, so I know that it's straight, but I'm not going all the way, I'm just going to go a little of a way down. And I don't cut on a glass cutting mat because I find your knife slips. That's a personal thing. That's another one. Idea is, theoretically, it's all gone to plan, it should pop out. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to just imagine on the back. Okay, so that is the front made up, but I'm just showing you how I would put it together. I've then cut some strips, because if I just had that on there like that, it's okay, but it looks a bit bland. Okay, your fishes are going to go behind, and because you've got your black frame, it helps the image to pop. It actually looks as though you're looking into something. And if you've got craft plastic, you could actually put some craft plastic just here. Have we got a piece, Kay? Just a clear piece just to show.
Yeah.
Oh, don't take it off. Don't take it off. Right. This is our amazing craft plastic, which when I got it, I said to Kay, oh, I thought it was supposed to be clear.
The text back.
Yes, I said, oh, Kate, so have we got the right thing? She said, So it's protected on two sides. So that's the first side, okay. And then so you can work on that bit if you want to, and then on the other side. And this is fabulous stuff. It's absolutely brilliant for album making. So you could actually pop that behind like that. You've got your decorative strips. Let me just wedge this up. I'll shove that up under there. Right, so we've got decorative strips there. So your frame goes there, but oh, I like this with that. I think it looks very effective. Okay. That really looks nice, doesn't it? It really makes it look like they're fish in the sea now.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Makes me want to take the front cover off and do it. Okay, so that is with the craft plastic in. Okay. You got it? And I'm going to turn it round. Oops. And that is without the craft plastic. And it does make a difference. I have glossy accented there, but it does make a difference.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the album. If you have, we hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. It's been fun doing it along the way, and yes, you've had you've seen how I get out of my mistakes and tricky bits along the way. But I think it's good that you've seen that we do that. So we're going to now put the pages in. So we're going to just stop for a minute and do the next one.